But hey, Brad Nelson was just in the booth on the last round.
He was just in the booth, and now he's playing round 4. And by the way, welcome to round 4, and welcome to our bumped cameras as we watch Brad Nelson on the left. He's going to be playing Nick Spagnolo on the right, and this is a sealed deck tournament. And looks like Brad Nelson's going to take him out again. In the booth with Shot Miller and Eric of many names.
Yes. And, so Brad was telling us a little bit about his deck. He didn't reveal a lot of tips, but he did say that he's basically looking to get there with small flyers. So he does not have a lot of bombs, so he's trying to eke out maximum value.
So I'm guessing his deck might be blue-white?
That's what I'm thinking. So
Actually,
definitely has some blue flyers in it.
Yeah, the blue-white skies or blue-white invasion deck, that's actually a pretty powerful deck, as we've seen in the past Pro Tour that just happened, and the Pro Tour that happened right before then, even without New Phyrexia. Blue-white skies, blue-white invasion has always been a pretty good deck, and it's done historically better than all the rest of the decks.
So Brad leads with the Plains, and that's followed up quickly by Nick with a Swamp, and then Brad has a second Plains, and what was that?
That's a Sky Guard.
And a Sky Guard.
He is to the skies already, attacking for 2. That's going to bring Nick down to 18 until Nick finds a green mana. Put a halt to that.
Yeah, because he's got that big old 0/6 wall sitting down there.
And that is Blade Splicer, I believe.
Blade Splicer.
Blade Splicer makes a Goblin token, and it gives
a
Golem token, and it gives them all first strike. So now it's just a 3/3. I think we need to get some awesome Golem tokens to Brad Nelson, because it's hard to see that die.
Yeah, definitely need a Golem. What do you think? A Golem sporting a hat, maybe?
He's got an actual Golem now. We waited too long.
That's those pesky judges. This is judges carrying around the tokens in their pockets now to correctly identify things.
Maybe I should just go and rough them all up, or at least just grab them in the pocket and just crumple up all their tokens so that they won't. I wouldn't do that. I'm too nice.
You are too nice. I can attest to that. So he's got the
activated. Yeah, he activated the Panic Spell Bomb on the Necrogen Scudder, so it couldn't block. So he gets Nick down to 13. So the race is on. Attack for 3 from Scudder is going to bring Brad Nelson down to 17, and he adds. Is that a Bladed Sentinel? No, that is a. That might be Bladed Sentinel. We're going to say it's Bladed Sentinel for now.
Sure.
Till someone says that it isn't.
So Brad looks like he's on the red-white plan, not the blue-white plan. So.
3 mana, and there is a Remember the Fallen. It's going to bring back
the Spellbomb?
And something else. Looks like the Blade Splicer.
I like that Blade Splicer. The giving your Golems first strike is nice.
I like just the 3/3 for 3 that you get along with your 1/1.
Yeah, that's nice too. Well, and if you have any like Totem Heart Beasts or any good stuff like that where you can kind of bounce and replay, all that kind of Golems galore.
Yeah, a lot of the draft strategies that I've been seeing that are like black-white use Remember the Fallen, Morbid Plunder, and creatures that with enter the battlefield effects and sacrifice effects, and you just keep getting value out of things like Blade Splicer. It's actually pretty good. I tried drafting it once, and obviously it failed miserably for me. So here.
What do you get hit with?
I don't remember the name of the guy, but when he enters the battlefield, you can either choose to choose the duress per se.
Yeah, the Black Exarch.
Yeah, or you can Entomber Exarch.
Yeah,
or you can Gravedigger.
Right. Yeah. The Exarchs are really nice cards, and he made Brad Nelson discard his mirror maker there.
Oh, yeah, okay. Mirror Turbine.
Yeah, there you go. So, I think you can pay 5 mana and pump out a mirror. And
or you can go search for a mirror. It does something. It does something with mirrors.
Hey, I love mirrors. Oh, and there's some nice spiffy looking tokens.
With twins. I'm praising the Ray.
Who doesn't praise the Ray?
Actually, more people than you think. I think I may be the only one. Maybe you, but there isn't any photo evidence, so you can say that you don't.
And I praise the Ray. I mean, I don't know that I physically praise the Ray, but I'll give Ray his praises. So, and we're already pretty quickly into a pretty clogged board state there.
Yep, we got 2 Golem tokens, a Glinthawk Idol, and a Blade Splicer on the battlefield for Brad Nelson, while Nick Spagnolo has a Necrogen Scudder, a Entomber Exarch, I believe that's a Bladed Sentinel, and a Wall of Tanglecord.
And so that wall will be able to lock down, essentially locks down the idol, and the bodies on the ground. They're just going to go.
Is that a Blight Widow? It doesn't look like a green card.
It looks like a green card to me.
Does it?
Yeah.
Kind of look like an artifact. It could be Blight Widow.
Well, I wonder if it's one of the green artifact ones.
We'll go with Blight Widow.
Okay.
They're both 2/4s, so we're not too far off whichever one we pick, right?
Yeah.
They're both 2/4s until someone plays a Shatter, and then that's when the crap hits the fan. That's when we have to worry about it.
And there's a Panic Spellbomb again from Brad. Pops it, draws his card, or will draw his card.
Okay, it might be a Blight Widow because we targeted it with Panic Spellbomb, and Bladed Sentinel can't block flyers.
So there you go.
Figured it out. Thanks, Eric.
I'm here to sit in a chair and make idle talk. And there goes the wall of Tanglecord. Was its existence revoked there?
I think it might have been offered divinely.
Okay, yes, sounds accurate. And the golems are getting in there, as well as the flying Glinthawk idol that was probably activated off of that Panic Spellbomb. And he's going to take the first strike away from the golems by killing the Blade Splicer.
Get some value out of that.
Yeah, make it a trade opposed to just jumping in front for no good work there. One of the things that's really astounding when you watch this to begin with is those first few turns just boom, 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 and the board's there. Now that there's some more stuff on the board, they're still moving quickly, but at least it's a more human rate.
Ooh, Fangren Hunter or Marauder. Fangren Marauder. I love that card.
That when artifacts go to the graveyard, you gain some life.
Yep, you gain 5 life.
Yeah.
That's a lot of life to gain.
It is.
In a row.
Players for the Legacy side event, we are about to begin
Well, and
now.
there are artifacts going to the graveyard all the time.
Players for the Legacy side event.
And
Like Necropete. That guy likes to go to the graveyard.
yeah.
So for a moment there, we actually had the board clearing up, and now it's sort of clogged up again, but
Yeah,
Nick's just going to smash in there. He just doesn't care.
Well, because all of Brad's cards there are artifacts, so when they die, he's going to be gaining some life. So, your attack has value there. And looks like chumping.
I think he might be considering blocking with the Glinthawk Idol also. Or maybe not.
And when he goes to the graveyard, he's putting his -1/-1 counter on his Necroscooter.
Fanger Hunter gets a counter, Necrogen Scudder gets a counter. I believe Brad Nelson takes 3, goes to 7, and Nick gains 5 life. It's now 7-13
It's a
in Nick
nice little
Spagnolo's
swing.
favor.
Even if Brad were to swing back and connect with everything, he'd only get the 5 life back. Obviously, that wouldn't be a smart play, but
Okay, so it
Just
looks
saying.
like Nick just chose to draw 3 cards, lose 3 life, and gain 3 poison counters. Caress of someone. Someone's caressing Nick Spagnolo.
Yeah. And that is a very versatile card though, because you can, like, he used it on himself. He's not in danger of poison, so he's going to get those 3 cards, and that'll make a world of difference in his game. Whereas, if Brad was low enough on life or poison, finish him off with it.
And Nick is just scratching his head, Just trying to figure out what to do. Brad Nelson keeps playing creatures, and he doesn't want him to do that. He just wants him to roll over and die. Like he has a 4/4. Just let me win. Brad's like, no, I can't let you win.
Yes.
I love how I'm just putting words in their mouths, and they already have microphones. So they're probably already saying things that aren't what I'm saying.
Well, that's fine. You're probably more interesting than they are.
I'd have to agree. All right, so it looks like there was a massive attack and some massive blocking, and now all that's left is a Blight Widow and a newly played Chancellor. Oh, wow.
Chancellor Dross.
Ooh. Chancellor Dross versus a
Golem?
Golem and what is that? That is, I thought that was the 5/4 that has to attack each turn and has haste, but I guess it isn't. Must be something else.
Is that a Dross Ripper?
Why didn't?
And that's a scoop.
Yeah,
So-
that was the Flameborn Hellion. It had to attack. That's interesting. Oh, second main phase. There you go. We didn't hear if he specified that, so.
Okay, well that makes sense. So,
All right, and you know what? I don't know if you knew this, but we had some trouble getting into Kansas City today.
I heard this, but you know what I heard? I heard that it's all Kibler's fault.
It is all Kibler's fault. So if you were flying United Airlines yesterday or Continental and you couldn't make it to wherever your destination was, I'd blame Kibler.
Yeah, well, Ben Sek was just in here in the intermission between our rounds here, and he was blaming Kibler.
I mean, it's probably Kibler's fault, and GamingEtc.com wants you to show your support for all of the Kibler blame by picking up some Blame Kibler apparel. They have binders, they have T-shirts. They're going to get hats. Hats are on the way.
Ooh,
They're coming
love
soon.
hats.
They're on the way soon. And if you shop now at GamingEtc.com and use the coupon code GG's Live, you save 10% off your entire purchase.
Well, I saw someone who probably did that because I saw someone in a Blame Kibler shirt, and it's hard to go wrong with your basic black shirt. And with a message like "Blame Kibler,"
Yeah.
I mean,
Black,
there's nothing worse.
black shirt,
Better.
white text. I'm sold.
Classic.
Classic.
Yeah.
Except for the Got Milk ones. I'm tired of those. And any Got anything.
I know.
tired of those.
Got cards.
Beginning now in the corner of the feature match area.
Got Blame Kibler.
That might work.
Okay.
Although that could turn me off of, the whole Blame Kibler.
Yeah,
thing.
it's too long. It's like Eric of many names. Just
Yeah,
too
this
much.
is just too much. You can't fit that on a T-shirt. That's why I don't like it.
There
The
we go.
font would be too small.
Yeah, unlike your GG's Live shirts, those have a nice large font with the @GG's Live in the front.
I think it could be bigger.
It
If
could
you
be.
ask me, it'd be a lot bigger. A lot bigger. Bigger font
But
on the T-shirts.
I don't,
I scared Rusty for a second. He was like, "Oh my God, how do I make the font bigger? I don't know how to do that."
well, Ben Sek wanted you guys to innovate right here, right now, a way to make the cards expand like on the screen.
Oh wow, you could do that by zooming in on your browser. That's all I got.
Or if you hit this mouse scroll bar, you can make
Yeah.
that card pop up, just like on Magic Online.
Maybe. Ooh, look at that! A turn 0 Chancellor, drain you for some amount. I'm not sure. It might just be 1, or is it 3?
I think three
It's
is the
3.
number that is in my mind.
Head start, winning already.
Oh, and he's got the Horizon Spellbomb and the Tangle, the Wall Tangle Court
Yep, Wall of Tangle Court.
already. And Glenhawk Idol on Brad's turn, he has both of his colors. So you just watch these guys who are proficient just move through the turns, I mean, really in a rapid clip. These are guys who know what they're doing in the early turns and just are getting in there and going for it.
I like how that last turn, basically both players just tapped a land. Like, I'm going to make you tap a land. And Nick was like, okay. And that was it.
It puts them off of end stepping something, maybe?
It's possible.
Well, no, it keeps him off of activating his Horizon Spellbomb, right, at the end of turn. Because
does, actually.
And drawing a card.
But
So-
I think you just take the 2 damage if your plan is to, if you really want that card and you really need to land for that turn, you just take the 2 damage.
Well, then it's free 2 damage.
Yep.
So either way, it's a win-win. And he just did the movable arrest there on frozen.
Movable half arrest.
Yes, that's right, because he can block,
It's kind of
right?
a third of an arrest because it
Can use activated abilities and whatnot.
I think it can use activated abilities.
Yeah, and it can block,
And
too.
it can block. It can just not attack.
That's why you wouldn't play that on the wall. So he now has a Dross Ripper on the board as well. Been seeing Dross Rippers all over the place on GG's Live today.
I'm a fan of Dross Rippers.
Hey, even if it's just a hill giant, it's a hill giant.
Oh, it's a little bit more than a hill giant.
Well, I understand that. I mean, it's more of a hill giant, sort of like
You know-
Tarmogoyf is more of.
It's you know what?
You know.
It's a hill giant during your second main phase. Your first main phase, it's scary. It's like, you know what? I'm not blocking that guy, or I'm blocking it with a 6/6, 5/5.
So board is looking really sparse for Brad there with just the idol. He has they have 1 mountain in hand and 2 or 3 guys
That is the battle cry guy that must attack every
every
time.
turn. Yeah, he's not as good as you'd like him to be.
You know what? I'm fine with creatures that have to attack every turn as long as they're 4/4 or bigger.
Yeah, but I found in my experience, if you're not winning the race, he is a big liability.
He blocks 1 turn.
Yeah. Although not the Dross Ripper.
If I didn't plan on attacking with it, I probably would have blocked.
Right.
Ooh, Blight Widow.
Yeah. Nice infecting, flying, blocking guy. So now he doesn't have to use the green mana to make the wall Tanglewood block. And that Court of Tangle, the Court of Tanglewood is also a great blocker for your Cold Off the guy who has to attack there.
Yeah, it's basically just going to stand in his way for as long as it's there. There we go. Block with my 06.
Extra damage to finish it off? No?
That is that Thopter Assembly? No, that's not Thopter Assembly. What is that?
Yeah.
No, that is a Thopter Assembly. Oh my God.
Now,
Brad Nelson has some good cards in his deck.
yeah. Now, when you say you don't have any, you don't have a bunch of bombs, you get there with flyers. I don't generally think of Thopter Assembly as, have to get there with flyers.
Well, they do fly, and the plan is for them to get you there. So, to be honest, Brad Nelson did not lie.
I understand that what he said was technically correct. All I'm saying is that, that's something that I would call.
It's not even there anymore. It's just gone. He doesn't even have that 5/5 flyer.
No, he just has 5 individual 1/1 flyers.
But they can't attack right now.
No, they can't. Nothing makes you more sad than having your Thopter Assembly killed the first turn it's around. So I'm interested to see whether he's going to replay that Thopter Assembly right away or not.
I mean, you usually do. This is a 5/5 flyer.
Yeah, but yes, I agree.
You're not afraid. I mean, what are you afraid of?
It gets removed, and then you have 5/1 flyers. Yeah, I agree.
I mean, the only thing you can really be afraid of is the green spell that destroys all artifacts, or I guess the green hurricane. The Phyrexian mana hurricane.
Yeah.
The only other, I can't think of anything else that would really stop me from playing a 5/5 flyer to try to win this game. You just run it out there. If it dies, it dies. You still have 5/1/1s.
This is the way I play the game. Run it out there and see if it dies. Well, and now his battle cry guy, has a bunch of friends to go along with him.
Yeah, as long as it's still alive after this attack. There's a chance to draw some play. I think that's a 4/3. Might be bigger.
It might be bigger.
Might be bigger. Oh, maybe a 6/6. I don't know.
All those, it's definitely smaller than a 7. Because I know the Green Chancellor is the biggest, right? So how does he get away with... Has he passed the turn yet? Man, you blink and you feel like you're missing something.
I think Brad Nelson is still thinking.
Yeah. So, he plays real quick and then he comes down to decision time. He takes his time to make the right decision.
Oh, it's a 6-6. Wow, look at that play. Returns his force worship, puts it on his 4-4. He's saving that guy for later.
Yes. And then he can just move that right back over onto the Chancellor of the Dross. Or something else he does not want to attack. Now that's a really astute play that I don't think very many players make.
I definitely agree.
I know I'm not making that
He
play.
doesn't even look like he made a great play. He's like, you know what? I know how to win this game.
But that's his normal look. He always looks like, he never looks like super proud of what he's done or whatnot. It's always, this is where I'm at. I'm good.
I'm proud of you, Brad Nelson. He's probably proud of himself too. I just like to put little words of encouragement in all the videos for the players, so that when they come and watch it later, they'll feel better.
Well, yeah, but you build up their self-esteem. Now,
good job, Nick.
Now, his body posture though does not look like I'm winning.
He always that's his poker face, I guess.
I'm miserable as the poker face.
Mm-hmm. If you just always look miserable, then when you're miserable, no one can tell that you're actually miserable.
That's true.
It's hard. It's easier to look miserable all the time than it is to look happy all the time.
Rashad, you put that that saying to shame, because you always look like you're happy. The people at home can't see that right now.
Tears of a clown. do. I'm sorry. I'm showing your age because I don't even know what that song is. I was doing that for you.
Oh.
Wait, you don't know what that song is?
I know what that song is. Yeah, I'm that old.
I'm so young. All right, back to this game, because Thopter Assembly just came back down. So looks like Brad is setting up for a massive all-in one turn in the air with Battle Cry and
Glen Hawk Idol.
Yeah, everybody's going to come probably next turn.
I would think so.
It's not 22 damage. Oh wait, let's do the math. Maybe
5, 10, and 4 is 14 and 2. So that would have been at 16, but now it's down 1 less. So yeah, it's not 22. Unless he has some sort of trick to pump up his guys.
Two mana, and that was a Leon and Sky.
Sky Hunter?
Sky something.
Leon and Sky Hunter, right?
Sky Hunter.
Yeah.
Could be Sky Guard.
He's a reprint from the first mirror.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh yeah. That's in the, yep. Same guy.
Another Thopter token, Bites of Dust, block and dross. Ripper.
Man, you know what? He can actually Brad can actually block every turn, and then
return the Thopter Assembly and get more guys to come block with. Basically, just make it a huge blocking guy.
Yeah. Once he finds a way to get around the wall of Tanglecord and the Blight Widow, he's actually good to go. It's only that wall of Tanglecord is really in the way.
Yeah, and we've seen him play the Panic Spellbomb, so is that within his deck? And he had was it Divine Offering? I think that where he was where he offered up on an artifact there.
Right.
So definitely we got rid of it last time. So he has some outs to the wall of Tanglecord.
See, now that is one scary Dross Ripper. Hill Giant, my butt.
Okay.
Whatever that means.
It's not really that scary when you have a bunch of little Thopters to throw on the way, though.
Yeah, that's true, but, if we're just a Hill Giant, 4/4s will get in the way. Oh, look at that. We're tired of that guy. We're done with Dross Ripper. I think you pump once and get rid of all of the non-Thopters. All right, so he is ordering non-Thopters and then Thopters.
Yes.
And now he's pumping once. It's like I read his mind.
Well, you have that ability.
Well, I mean, I'm pretty lucky.
You get to watch a lot of Magic.
Yeah, this happened before, actually. This exact sequence of events has already happened.
Really? On camera?
No.
Okay.
We were practicing in our hotel room.
Oh, okay. That's cool. Yeah. So, what is? Oh, that's the red hasty golem guy, right? Activate him for red or something.
It's the saber claw golem. You
That
get
sounds right.
for a red, he gets first strike. So 4/2.
Yes. He is a 4/2, and it's awesome. The board really stalls out. Nick looks like he's sweating it over there.
Oh, he kind of always looks like he's sweating it too.
So Brad never looks happy. Nick always looks like he's in distress.
Always.
So why is it fun to play this game again?
It is. They are having so much fun right now, and we're having fun, and everyone at home's having fun. This is what fun is about. Grinding through Thopter tokens made by a Thopter assembly, so that you can eventually use your Chancellor draws to get some damage through, gain some life, make things happen before
The Thopter bounces back up and makes more little tokens.
Yep. And also before Force Worship gets put on your Chancellor so that they can't attack anymore.
Yeah. You want that Force Worship to be no longer forcing your Kadoltha guy to come in and not run in.
Yeah, the saber claws is off the screen because the mat kind of got slid over. Brad Nelson's a little wild when he plays Magic cards.
Well, he's leaning on that mat the whole time, you know. Now see now his arms are down. He's leaning over the board now. He has a more dominant physical presence right now than he did earlier when he has head in his hands and looking mopey.
Jesse Haskin, please report.
Also a little bit off
Commander
at the top of the screen for
Jesse
Nick.
Haskin.
He has Necrotic Ooze, so
That's
it
what
could
that guy was.
it could definitely. It has the pump ability,
Of the Dross Ripper.
and I think that's all it has right now.
I believe that is correct. But how good is that Necrotic Ooze in his deck? Because he has that pump ability. If the Wall of Tangokor gets destroyed, he can block flyers with it. Some nice abilities there.
I'm pretty happy with just a 4/3
Yeah.
before sometimes.
And that can copy the ability of artifacts as well as creatures, right?
I think it's only creature. Activated abilities are creatures.
Ordering damage, so he's going to kill the Sky Hunter first. So now Nick is going ahead and he hit the Thopter assembly with, and the guy blocking it with instant green spell there. The -1/-1 to Thopter assembly and +1/+1 to
Leeching Bite.
Leeching Bite. That is a great card. I booster tutored for a Leeching Bite, on Monday in Cube. It was the card for the job.
Was that the only booster of choice you had around?
No, I had multiple boosters. I was looking for some removal, whatever. I needed to get rid of a Miss Metal Witch. And it does that. As well as apparently removing Thopter Assembly. So the table has cleared quite significantly now. We're back to pretty much staring at each other.
I think this is how the players like it. When I used to play chess casually, I hated the cluttered board. I would just trade. You know, I'm a merchant. I'm a trader.
I definitely liked the whole a cluttered board until I had any advantage whatsoever than trade.
Oh wow, Razor. Man, I can't remember any of these old
Hippogriff?
cards. Yeah, Razor Hippogriff comes down, brings back the Thopter assembly. I'm sure.
Oh man.
I'm sure. I mean, I'm just guessing. I didn't see which one he picked up.
Is that not, I mean, absolutely brutal? So, and you can blame Rashad not talking on Kibler. So,
I mean, you can literally blame Kibler that time.
yes.
Literally.
So,
But we love him. We love Kibler,
without
even though it's
doubt.
his fault.
So Brad's untapping now and is looking forward to go ahead and throw out that Thopter assembly. Oh, he's gonna get in there first with his Razor Golem.
One, two, three, four, five, six. Look at that. A
Yeah.
Thopter assembly. And there is a Necropede
Necropede.
off screen because there just isn't enough play. Okay, there we go.
Thank you, Brad, for sliding that down. Not that you can hear us, but that's okay.
He heard you.
Oh,
Okay, maybe he didn't.
so
Chancellor of Dross. Again, 6/6. Flying. Lifelink. Booyah.
yeah, and this game does not look like it's getting over anytime soon. With Brad at 19 life and Nick at 24, it's gummed up again. But now the Chancellor of the Dross at least can't attack.
He's worshiping someone. Not sure who.
Well, fortunate for Brad.
Maybe it's worshiping Brad. Is that how that card works? Worship me.
I already do Rashad.
I was speaking for Brad Nelson to the Chancellor
Oh.
of Dross.
I'm sorry. Yeah,
It's
misunderstood.
okay.
Yeah.
It's understandable.
So we've got.
And there's Fingering Hunter, just in case we aren't gaining enough life.
Really, can you ever gain enough life?
I don't think I can.
No. So
And a Bone Horde with a die on it.
does represent a germ. Where's the proper token for that germ?
Oh, you mean a Ray token?
Yeah.
Ray does make a very good germ, but I don't know that they have any at the table.
Well, and now he has a 5 and a 2 on it.
Oh, I guess there's 7 creatures in the graveyard, so it's a 7/7.
That would make sense. Used to play with a guy who'd get upset if you marked the size of something like that.
I
There's
usually
a dynamic attribute that can change at any time.
Yeah, I don't allow my opponents to do that.
They look like
It could be anything. There's too many counters in this set.
exactly
Way too many counters in this set.
something judges don't like is confusion as to the board state. Plays a pristine talisman. Nick Spagnolo does, or has it in play there, and can gain yet more life. So, all kinds of good life drawing, and looks like they're counting libraries now. Thanks, sir. Counting libraries, and it looked like it was a fan of maybe 10 or 12 cards on,
Yeah.
on Nick's side there.
Yeah, they're actually going for the who has more cards in his library
Yeah. Do I want to
plan of attack.
Do I want to pop the Panic Spellbomb to go ahead and draw a card or not?
Ooh,
And Shatter.
There is Shatter on
Bye
the.
bye Bone Horde.
Oh, what was
And
that? Oh, he's going to give his artifact protection from
red.
From Shatter, yeah.
Yeah, that's always nice. That card is something I know a lot of people think that is always main deckable because you have so many great little interactions with it like that. And so Thopter bounces and looks like Thopter's being replayed, and now we've got 5/1/1 Thopter guys and a big 5/5 Thopter assembly, all flyers.
Yep, so right now, in play, because there are a lot of cards, Brad Nelson has a Necropede off screen. Apologies. Saberclaw, Golem.
4 Thopters.
Yep, 4 Thopters. Just played a Blade Splicer off screen and with the
With a
Golem
Golem.
off screen, a Thopter assembly, and a Razor Hippogriff.
Panic Spellbomb, and a bunch of land. And then we have a, for Nick Spagnolo, the Blight Widow's up at the edge of the screen there, right? And then a guy. I don't know the the Chancellor of the Dross that is. The Chancellor of the Dross that is being forced to worship a Fangreen Hunter and a Bone Horde, which looks like it has 7 creatures in the graveyard, which the tokens are representing, and a pristine talisman plus a bunch of land consisting of swamps, forests, and mountains. So Nick took down that first game, and oh, look at there! We didn't even see the
Mirror Turbine. Yeah,
the Mirror Turbine, which is just barely peeking on your screens underneath there, and looks like Nick scooped him up. So it looks like we're
looks like there was a fast scoop so they could try to get to a game 3.
Yeah, that makes sense. What time? How much time do we have left in the round? Do we know? And there is 13 minutes left in the round, and that was the always wonderful Megan Holland, MTG mom, passing on that information for us. Yeah, Brad was saying that he does not have much creature removal, that he has mostly artifact removal.
Someone mentioned in the chat that Nick still had a caress, and he could have caressed Brad for 3 more cards.
Oh.
We didn't get a count of how many cards were in both of the libraries, but it's possible that those 3 cards
maybe
made a
significance.
difference.
Yeah, Nick's a pretty tight player. I would be surprised if he wasn't aware of it.
Maybe he boarded it out. Could be that he just didn't want to play Caress game 2.
Yeah, I mean, certainly the life and the
Poison
wasn't going to get there.
Yeah, I don't think either, like the life and the poison, just weren't relevant. It wouldn't have been.
No.
There was so much going on. There was Fangren Marauder, Chancellor of the Dross. He had a pristine talisman out forever.
Yeah. Incremental life gain all over the place. You want to sit down? Yeah, if the next game is not quicker than the last one, these guys could both be looking at a draw this round.
Oh, the game 1 didn't take that long.
No, it didn't. But it seems like things really worked out well in that game. Whereas if Chancellor of the Dross or Thopter Assembly if they make an unanswered appearance, then yeah, it seems like that could make things go quickly. But if I can see coming back to the stalled board state again. Not a lot of removal from either of these guys.
Brad's definitely on the I got a bunch of flyers.
Yes.
That's my plan. We're just going to attack you. I'll ignore whatever you play, except for the Wall of Tangle Cord, the Blight Widow, and the Negligent Scudder, and the Chancellor of Dross. Everything else you can ignore.
Yes, sure.
At least that's, if I were Brad Nelson, would be my plan.
Right, so you're definitely saving your removal for the wall. Take that out. And that wall's come down early both games. I wonder if Nick has any more than one, or if it's just the one.
Might just be the one. But both players are keeping their hands, so we are off on a game 3.
Plains, swamp.
Let's see. You think Brad Nelson's going to pay 10 life? He's not going to pay any life.
No, because of the infect blocker over there fetching up some land and whatnot.
Soul-Eater's scary, man. You ever played against that guy?
I like playing with him. He's yeah, the Soul-Eater is definitely
He's a lightning rod.
without doubt. Is that Furnace Scamp?
No, it's Fallen Ferromancer.
Fallen Ferromancer.
Fallen Ferromancer.
And he's attacking with the Air Force. That's a plan he's got.
Plan A, we're on Plan A, and there's
the
everyone's.
Yeah, Dross Ripper. Once again, I mean, scary guy to have around.
Nick's clogging up the ground, but
kind of countered with the Soul Eater though.
2 more in the air.
Bump, bump, bump. And both, once again, start of the game, quick pace. Flick cards back and forth, make your decisions, move on.
Looks like Brad has is that a shatter in his hand and a divine offering?
Nice.
I don't know about that play, but
So he gets rid of the draw
he might
sweeper with
play
the
a
divine
better
offering.
artifact here, but
I think he still has a shatter. And he has the mana, so has the mana. If a better artifact comes down, he can shatter that as
If
well.
you place an artifact here, you want to be able to shoot the Pyromancer in. Yeah, see, it would be a
Turn
way
it
better
on.
to just like not do what he did. Just take the 3 damage, gain 6 off this guy, who's better anyways, and kill the emissary.
So Nick goes down to 14 after paying 2 life. He's able to manage the other 5.
That guy's a beast.
It's 13 power. Try to see if you top like a mountain.
So
He's still a damage off. You can knock into 3.
1, 2, 3.
Knock into 2 if you want. Then you'll go to 5. Or you go to 4, I think. 3. You go 3.
So he has 23 life. Oh wow, that divine offering would have been so much better. That extra life would have meant.
Yeah.
It would have been
Well, you
so.
would have taken 3 from the draw stripper, but
you would have
Well-
gained that right back plus 3
you
more.
gained 6, but you could have fire breathed this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. I think it was just better to.
It looks like Brad's counting it up. He's gonna shoot down the blocker. 1, 2, 3, and then he could pump for 11.
So it's
3 and 11 is 14.
Yeah.
That's exactsies. Just making sure.
I mean, it's exact as long as your opponents have a gut shot or barrel shot. Yeah, see, that playing Soul Eater's so hard to play against. Attacking with a draw stripper is just like so ambitious for no reason.
There you go, Brad Nelson. He's a happy camper. You see, that's what it looks like. See, after the game's over, then the true colors come shining through.
And the voice you probably heard from kind of off camera, so to speak, was Michael Jacobs there.